ain't too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a. Yeah. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the ball now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Chats and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. Go for the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground. Man, delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice. Too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dust. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from FedEx Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Smith on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis. And then 120, a big performance against Green Bay.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And this belongs to the Vikings.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there from 17 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Washington Redskins, as they make their way back out here, you know, they're coming off back-to-back 7 and 9 seasons now. Yes, they had the injuries at quarterback. But, yes, there was a time when you thought the NFC East was theirs.
It certainly was. Remember, they were 6-3 at one point. And people were wondering, could they ride the legs of Adrian Peterson to a division crown and into the playoffs? But injuries hit them in a big way. At one point, partner down the stretch, the two teams that led the league in guys on the injured reserve list, Washington and Oakland. The brothers Gruden, head coaches of both teams, I was teasing both of them saying, do you guys compete at everything? That's not something you want to compete for. So they had a bunch of injuries that really derailed their opportunity to try and win the division.
Trying to get back to the playoffs soon. They haven't won a playoff game since 2005. Here's Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first down throw. It's Smith being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that. Than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
12. Tiger.
They snap it to Smith. Reed wrestling ahead. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
I said 980. Right there. 54 back. Hey, let's roll. Just checking. Hey, slot.
From the red zone now, Smith. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Handoff comes to Peterson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Peterson ended up having a really good year, over 1,000 yards, which was 8th in the NFL in rushing. Of course, he was signed after the injury to Darius Geis.
Yeah, that happened midway through the preseason, and he came in and blew them away in a workout, and they wouldn't let him leave Washington, D.C. And guess what? They saddled him up 1,042 yards, his 8,000-yard season. You have to include a 2,000-yard season in 2012. He's now 8th all-time in rushing yards at better than 13,000 and 5th all-time in rushing touchdowns with 106. You know what his dad nicknamed him as a kid?
All day.
You got it. A.D. doing his thing in D.C.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Hey, 52.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now they'll run it on the toss. Cook with a 1st down and much more. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football. But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Here we go.
Running for it, here's Cook. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Smith now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kentrell Brothers able to get him for a loss of about 3. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Smith. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now it's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Smith, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Yeah, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Zach Brown able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Play fake. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out now come the Redskins. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. On first down, Smith. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. To throw on second down is Smith. Dodson with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Smith finding Dotson that time for a Washington first. On first down, it's Smith. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 11 more on that one, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
15, yeah.
To throw again, Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Smith now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that. And now running right through him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And by the way, need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge tournament is still open in MUT Drafts until February 11th. And the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't want to participate in something where you could get a piece of $190,000?
That's what I'm wondering.
Get in, get it done. Let's have some fun.
And incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, Cousins. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on third and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Cousins. Flushed out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 52 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, here's Smith. And that is incomplete here.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Sherrills to return it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down. Here's Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins, escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now. Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith on first down, eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's go. 15.
Here's Smith throwing on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. With that ball hitting the ground, let's take a spin around the league real quick. Last week we discussed the head coaching vacancies. There were 8 of them. Well, a lot of those places have already found new coaches, Charles. Some old faces in new places. Bruce Arians in Tampa Bay. Adam Gase staying in the AFC East, jumping from Miami to the Jets. And how about some of the new fellas?
Yeah, how about Cliff Kingsbury? He went to USC to be the offensive coordinator after losing his job at Texas Tech. Ends up being the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. Freddie Kitchens gets the job in Cleveland, gets the promotion. Vic Fangio finally getting his shot to be a head coach. He's going to Denver. And Matt LaFleur, he's going to work with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
That leaves us with 2 remaining spots, Cincinnati and Miami, still searching. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 62 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook on the toss left. Cook, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team. And oh, it's blocked. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Smith again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Back now at FedEx Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah,
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, a 9-yard touchdown.
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never mind it if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos, it's in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. How I give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Private. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. That's fielded in the end zone. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. Well, this past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins.
Dumps it complete to Miller, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Watson on first down. Flush to his right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
Athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Miller. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Fuller. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 59 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans are in for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And an alley to Amir Abdullah. The 40. The 20. 10. 5.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Houston Texans, as they come onto the field, obviously their offseason hit a little earlier than they wanted in January, making it to the playoffs, losing to Indianapolis. That was the first time that 2 AFC South teams had actually met in the playoffs when they squared off with the Colts.
And think about how the two of them began the year. Houston began 0-3. The Colts began 1-5. Yet they both finished so hot. The Colts down the stretch, 9-1 in their last 10. Houston 8-2, and end up meeting in the playoffs. And both of them ended up winning on the other team's home field. The Colts did it twice. Houston did it once.
But as you said several times, hard for Houston to be completely disappointed with the ending. They have a lot to build on for next year. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Down! Back 22!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Richmond!
Now a first down throw. Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
We got three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
This is Alfred Blue, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They come out here in the eye. They hand off to their big tight end. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run. This is Blue. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for the Texans. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw on second is Watson. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They start the drive with Cook, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down, Cousins. Flush to his right, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
Here we go. Rhino!
A first down throw for Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Cousins now to throw on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jadeveon Clowney able to get him for a loss of about 3. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
And I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds his man, Griffin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. On 1st and 10, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's on.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen from 21 yards away. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they will set up.